Well, let me introduce myself. I'm Taegan Humphries. I'm here with Detroit is Different. Okay, so we're here at the Plan Detroit policy workshop, and I ran into this amazing woman, and I was like, who better to ask and get a young woman's perspective on the climate of our city? So a question that I wanted to ask you, because I feel like you are the perfect person to answer this for me. If you were to have a moment to speak directly to an elected Detroit leader,
Okay.
what would you ask for in your community?
Okay. So it's a great question. If I had a chance to talk directly to an elected official and ask for something in my community, I would probably ask for two things. The first is support of third spaces and natural resources and cultural resources. So things like our libraries, our museums, our parks, recreation centers. Those are spaces where I feel like communities come together. It's a place where possibility is bred and nurtured. And I think it's where people imagine themselves and all the possibilities that exist. The other thing that I would ask for is opportunities to develop our civic literacy. And so I think that that's a thing that older generations were really good about. It's like being engaged, understanding what the different offices offered and what you got from where and how to go about navigating the city or state or federal government. And so I would want people who are my generation, younger or older, who maybe don't have those skills, to have the space to develop those skills so that we could all be involved and engaged in our city, because the city is really a combination of all the things that we bring to the table.
For my community, I would ask for more spaces like this where they can use their agency and talk about the things that they want to see in their community. So I would talk to them about having more meetings and continuing to do the work of delving into a more drilled down look at what's happening on the ground in the neighborhoods and listening to what people have to say, because ultimately the residents are who utilize the space. They go throughout their daily lives, in these spaces. So they're the expert on these spaces. So why not talk to them, directly to them, about what's going on, what's happening, and their future vision for these spaces, because it's very important to hear that.
What changes makes your neighborhood feel more whole, safe, and thriving, in your opinion?
Well, the changes that I've seen over the years that are needed most, we need a lot of amenities in our neighborhood. There has not been a lot of commercial business in the neighborhood, so people have to leave to go shopping and to other amenities. And so those are coming. Those changes will be very, very important. And my organization saw that need. We're building a mixed-use development on Oakland Avenue that will have 5 commercial spaces. We'll have a restaurant. So one of our goals is to restore some of the historic value of the North End neighborhood. But just briefly, I'm invested in that neighborhood because I'm in a home where I was literally born 73 years ago.
Wow.
And the neighborhood, the North End neighborhood, was the very first neighborhood where blacks were allowed to buy homes. My grandfather bought the home that I'm in, 1942. It did not become legal to sell houses to black people until 1948.
Wow.
And the Jewish community, the North End, was the first Jewish settlement in the state of Michigan. And as they moved further west, they sold houses to blacks when it was illegal. All of the community members had to shop on Oakland. There was no diversity, and blacks had to shop at their own businesses. You couldn't go to white stores, white restaurants. So everything was up and down Oakland Avenue. So that historic preservation of that neighborhood is extremely important to me. So the restaurant we're redoing, we're doing some housing. We are the first commercial development that's come to the North End neighborhood.